You know, sometimes we chase after peace as if it's a distant treasure, when really, it's waiting for us in the simplest moments. Let me tell you the story of Ramen, a farmer whose greatest enemy wasn't the weather or the pests, it was his own temper. Ramen had land, money, and respect, or so it seemed. But honestly, people didn't admire him, they were just afraid. He'd snap at the smallest mistake. A worker broke a plow, he exploded. His own son spilled water, the poor boy ran away in tears. That's the thing about anger. It can build walls around you until even your own family feels like strangers. One afternoon, after a particularly bad outburst, an old woman knocked on Ramen's door. She was new to the village, wrinkled and quiet, with eyes that seemed to know every secret. "Would you share a cup of tea with me?" she asked softly. Ramen, still fuming, agreed, mostly out of curiosity. She poured the tea slowly, but as she handed Ramen his cup, she accidentally spilled some onto the saucer. Hot tea dripped onto his hand. Instantly, Ramen flinched, ready to shout, but the old woman simply smiled and said, "Notice how you react to a little spill. You let it burn you longer than it needs to." Her words hit him harder than any argument ever could. Suddenly, Ramen realized he was holding on to every little frustration, letting it burn him over and over again. It wasn't the world that made him angry. It was his habit of reacting, instead of breathing and letting go. That simple cup of tea changed everything. From then on, whenever Ramen felt anger rising, he remembered the warmth of the tea in his hand, and the gentle reminder to let go. Here's the thing. You can't control every situation, but you can control your reaction. Next time frustration bubbles up, pause, breathe, and let it pass. Peace isn't found outside, it's unlocked inside. And sometimes, all it takes is a cup of tea to remind you. So, if you want to stop reacting and start living in peace, remember Ramen, the angry farmer who learned to let go, and maybe, just maybe, you'll discover your own path to inner calm.